Hey guys, welcome back to another pickups video, this time for the month of October of 2014. And we're getting to the point where, it's late in the year and a lot of high profile games are coming out, so I have to be very selective with my money and the games that I buy. I'm very tempted to pick a lot of the new games coming out now, but like I said, I only picked up a handful of new releases, and as usual I'm going to start with those. And the first one, I have it here playing in the background as you can see, and it's none other than Bayonetta 1 and 2 for the Nintendo Wii U. And this was a really good deal for me because I don't own the original Bayonetta, I don't have a 360, and the PlayStation 3 version supposedly has a lot of technical issues that really affect the gameplay. So I skipped over that version in hoping that the game was someday gonna be re-released on the PC or something like that, but luckily Nintendo picked up the IP and they published not only Bayonetta 2, which is a highly anticipated sequel because the original Bayonetta, even though it didn't sell a gangbusters out there, it did develop a cult following. So Bayonetta 2, I'm really glad that Nintendo picked up the IP, and at the same time they also re-released the first one, and as you can see here, the first one comes in this tray. Obviously the game is inside my Wii U now, but it has a dual tray here with both games. Here's Bayonetta 2. So I'm currently playing Bayonetta 1, and no surprises here. I'm a huge fan of Platinum Games. I have enjoyed their their games for quite some time now, so I'm having a lot of fun with Bayonetta 1, and I cannot wait until I beat that game and move on to Bayonetta 2, because this game has been getting a lot of perfect 10s in reviews and a lot of praise from both professional publications to gamers like me here on YouTube. So really looking forward into getting to Bayonetta 2, but so far I'm having a lot of fun with Bayonetta 1. So yeah, Bayonetta 1 and 2 for the Nintendo Wii U. The next game, I wasn't actually expecting to pick this game up right away, but Best Buy had a very good deal on it, and that game is Fantasy Life, an RPG that was that has been released for some time in Japan now, but developed by Level 5, and I think Nintendo decided to publish this game here in the West. And I'm really glad they did. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I've never played anything quite like this. I don't really know what to compare this to, but essentially you can pick your life, or your jobs rather, and you can be anything from a fisherman to a miner. You can be a wizard, you can be a knight, a mercenary. There's a ton. Maybe we can see here. I'm not really sure the number of jobs you can have in this game, but there's plenty of them, and it's really fun because you can switch freely between them, level up your character to learn new skills and whatnot. And there's a lot of combat involved in the game, a lot of side quests, and it's just a vast game. I just started this and I'm having a lot of fun with this, and it's very addicting. The world in the game is very fun to explore. There's a lot of NPCs, and the game is divided in chapters, tons and tons of stuff to do. I can easily see myself putting a ton of hours into this game because the content is vast. And I did pick this up because Best Buy had a promotion where they were selling their Gamers Club Unlocked membership for $30, which is usually a $120 value for the membership. So I decided to extend my ongoing membership, and it's a really cool deal because you get 20% off on new games, and I got a 20% discount on this game on day one. So it's and for example, Bayonetta 2, I also got a 20% discount, and you get all sorts of rewards, gift cards, certificates, and whatnot. So a really cool deal by Best Buy, and I'm really happy to have Fantasy Life because I'm having a lot of fun with this RPG. And supposedly it has an online component too. So if you guys have this game, let me know. I think you can play co-op. You can tackle some missions online co-op. So let me know if you guys have this game. Maybe we can give it a shot in the online mode. But so far, very impressed with this game, and I'm really glad to have it. And this is the next game. It's another new release that I already showed in my last pickups video, but since it's a October release, I'm gonna show it again just to keep everything in place. Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 3DS. I was late doing my pickups video last month, so I included this in that pickup video, but you know, again, decided to show this just to, if you guys have not watched my previous one, yeah, really fun. I have unlocked everything, all the characters and all the levels and whatnot, so at this point I'm just trying to test out each character to see which one I like the most, and I'm basically just looking forward to the Wii U version now. They had a Nintendo Direct not too long ago where they were showing the you know, the features that the Wii U version is going to have, and it's going to be a vast game. So I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's definitely a good version in my opinion. The controls are a little bit confusing because, you know, the 3DS in my opinion is not suited for this type of game, but nevertheless I'm having a lot of fun so far with this game. So those were my new releases for the month, and now we're gonna move on into, you know, some other stuff that I bought. The next one I was really excited to get for a really good price. For 10 bucks and free shipping from Newegg, I got the 2K Power Pack, which is 3 games in one. It contains the Darkness 2, Bioshock 2, and Mafia 2. And now, I already own Bioshock 2, I'm a huge Bioshock fan, and I got that game when it was released on day one. But I do not own the Darkness 2 and Mafia 2, so I'm really happy to pick this for 10 bucks. You cannot beat that. Essentially, I just pay 5 bucks for each game, and I get Bioshock 2, you know, which I already have as a bonus, I guess. So, really happy to have this. The presentation is really cool. It comes with this slip cover here, and then you can open, and you have all your 3 discs in here. Really cool presentation, and I'm really happy to pick this up because supposedly both the Darkness 2 and Mafia 2 are decent games, so I wouldn't mind trying them out. So really happy to pick this up for a very decent price. And then the next bunch of games are Gamecube games that I picked up from a good friend of mine here on YouTube, Sarin VX. He usually picks up, you know, a bunch of games, and he had some duplicates in his collection, so he told me if I was interested in purchasing some of his duplicates, and I was like, yeah, why not? Because there was one game that was very much interested in, and I'm gonna start with, you know, with the game that I really was looking forward to, and that game is Project Number 3 or PN03. An exclusive game from Capcom. I think it was exclusive because at the time Capcom for the Gamecube announced Resident Evil 4, Killer 7, Project Number 3, and Dead Phoenix was it, I think. And of course, out of that bunch of exclusives, Resident Evil 4 and Killer 7 went out to be multi-platform. But I don't think this game got ported to the PlayStation 2. So I think this is an exclusive GameCube game. And I never had the chance to play this game. So I'm really happy that he sold this to me for a very reasonable price. All of these games. So thank you so much, man, for picking this up for me. And I'm looking forward into playing this game. It's supposed to be a very unique action shooter or third-person shooter type of game where you have to do like acrobatics in order to dodge the bullets from enemies and whatnot. Happy to have this in my collection, and I'm definitely looking forward into trying this game right here. Next up is another game that surprisingly I never picked up during, back in the day, and that game is Star Wars Rebel Strike Rogue Squadron. And the reason why I'm saying this is a surprise as far as not me playing this game back in the day is because I loved the first 2 Rogue Squadron games for the Nintendo 64 and then the launch title for the GameCube. I loved those 2 games. I played them to death. I got the highest medal scores in most of the levels and whatnot, but I never picked this game up. I don't know for what reason. Maybe I was already a little bit fatigued from the Rogue Squadron games, but I'm happy to have this in my collection now, and I'm definitely going to give it a shot. I definitely miss this Factor 5 Star Wars games, so I'm really happy to have this in my collection. Now the next 3 games that he sold to me are, they're not rare or anything. They're just, I guess, filler titles that I was looking to add into my collection. The first of which is, let's see here, Super Monkey Ball. This was a game for the GameCube, I believe, an IP by Sega. These games are really fun, and I remember playing this back my friend got it on launch day from when the Gamecube was released, and this is a very fun game. I got the first one and the second one, Super Monkey Ball 2, so pretty happy to have both of them. And finally, I got Sonic Gems Collection, which is a collection of Sonic games, and this one includes Sonic CD, which is one of my favorite Sonic games, from the old days. And it also includes Sonic R, a game that I never played. So I'm interested in playing this. This came without a manual, I believe. Yeah, no manual for this, but I don't really care. I just want to try some of the games in this collection out. It's always fun to have these collection discs because they contain a lot of the classics. So really happy to have all of these GameCube games in my collection now, and all of them for a pretty reasonable price. So once again, thank you so much, Sarin VX. I'm going to leave a link below to his channel because he's a really cool dude. So check him out. As far as digital games, obviously PlayStation Plus, I'm always picking the games up. Very disappointed that Drive Club was not released for the PS4. There were some server issues and the game has not been released yet, so I'm very disappointed. But I did download a couple of the other indie games, such as Pixel Cat, I think was one of them. Dust, which is a game that I was always interested in buying, and for some reason I never pulled the trigger on it, so I'm really glad to have it for free now. And there was also an RPG for the PS3, I forget the name of it, that I downloaded, and I wanna give it a shot sooner than later. And also PSN had a sale on Halloween theme sale on scary games, and I did pick up Resident Evil 3 Nemesis it's a PS1 classic. You can play it on your PS3, you can play it on your Vita. So I think it was $1.50. So I'm really glad to have that game. I wouldn't mind replaying it. In my opinion, Nemesis is perhaps the best villain of all time in any video game. I really think that he was one of the toughest villains to face in any game. So Resident Evil 3 Nemesis for the PS1, and I can play it on my Vita, on my PS3 and whatnot. So happy to have that in my collection. So that's it for now, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next month. Take it easy.